It said we lead lives of quiet desperation. I guess that means we desire for a lot of things. We have goals and we have dreams, but we don't do anything about it, and we quietly are desperate about our lives and keep it to ourselves. But sometimes we have a desire to be an influence, to impact people. And I think we quietly lead lives of desperation, thinking we don't have any impact. Nobody cares about us. We're not doing anything to help anybody out. But you know what? Our influence can impact a lot of people. We all have influence. In some way, we have influence. Some people you will influence that you've never even expected you will influence. You will never know of the people that you influence in your life. But the question is, what influence do you really have? Because maybe you're not a thought leader. Maybe you don't have a big following of people. Maybe you're not a social media star. Maybe you're not even a star. Maybe you're not a celebrity and you think you need to be. But you do have a sphere of influence. We all have this sphere of influence around us. Who would that be? Well, our children, other children, co-workers are our sphere of influence. The community we live in and the people we see on a daily basis, or maybe the people who see us on a daily basis, are our sphere of influence. Because you see, it's not about how many people you have around you, how many people you know that you've got following you, or how many people you even know that you impact, but it's about the impact that you have in the lives of those people, in the lives of the people that are around you. And many of them, you don't even realize you have an impact. You can be intentional in using the influence that you do have, because a lot of people know they have a certain amount of influence with people, but you can use that influence intentionally for good with others. So many people use their influence for bad, but you can be intentional about using it for good. So, how do you influence for good? Well, first, teach something. Share the knowledge that you have. We all have a special knowledge of something that other people don't have. Other people would love to learn about. And you're like, what in the world? My wife, she's an excellent seamstress. And it's interesting watching her teach her granddaughter to sew, who has a similar interest. It's interesting to teach her friends to how to use a new embroidery machine, or she was teaching somebody the other day how to use the buttonhole function on their sewing machine, because she's good at it and she has this knowledge. I have a daughter who, she loves fitness, and she would teach you how to be more fit and how to work out. It's a knowledge that she has. A lot of people are good at cooking, and you see cooking shows on TV, but a lot of people are great cooks and can teach you how to cook. We all have special knowledge. We all have a knowledge that we could teach somebody. The experience that you have, your experience can help other people find their way in their life from where they are today to where they really want to be, to where they really want to get to. Because of the experience that you have and the knowledge that you have, you can help them get there. The second way that you can influence other people for good is to lift them up. Lift up other people. Use your knowledge and the resources that you have to promote other people, to promote them to your network. Introduce them to your network of people so that they can grow and they can build their business and they can grow their own careers. Encourage people. Lift them up. Give them opportunities to grow, to do better, to have more business, to have more opportunities in their life. Be the guide. Be the Sherpa in their life to help them get to where they want to go. And then support them in their journey. Let them know that you're there to support them. You're going to root them on. You're going to cheer for them to get what they want in their life so they can achieve their goals. The third thing that you can do to Influence others for good is to just be an example. That's what all this is. Be an example. Because you know what? You're being watched. Whether you know it or not, you're being watched. So the question is, what do they see? People watch what you do. People listen to what you say. People see how you act. But you know what? They also watch what you don't do. Interesting. Think about that. They watch what you do, but they also watch what you don't do. If you don't take care of somebody that you walk past who has a need, they see that. If they see you stop and selflessly give to them, they see that. What is it? So be careful with your actions. The actions you take have a huge influence on other people. So you need to be careful with your actions. You need to be careful with what you say. You need to be careful with what you don't do, because people see that. When you decide to chase your dreams, when you decide to go out there and work on the goals that you have and go get the life that you really want for you and your family, and when you decide that you're going to do the work that it takes to live the life that you really want to live, you know what? It will influence other people to take action, to do the work that they need to do the work that's necessary for them to live the life that they love. Because we're all looking for encouragement. We're all looking for that impetus to say, you know what? If she can do it, man, I know I can do it. Our influence is out there bigger than what we even imagine. So be aware of the influence that you have, the influence that you are spreading, and use it for good. Because the actions that you take, the people around you will see it. And because of those actions that you take, the people around you will be so much better off, because they will be encouraged. They'll be encouraged to pursue the goals and dreams that they have for them in their life. And maybe someday they'll come back and say to you, you know, there was a time in my life when I looked at you and I saw that you were working towards what you wanted in your life, and it encouraged me to do the same. And if the only thing you get back is somebody to say thank you, man, how awesome is that? So that's your Saturday survival. Be an influence for good for other people, but understand that you are an influence. People see you, people see what you do, they see what you say, and they see what you don't do. So be careful with that. And go out and influence other people for good today. Have a great day. This is a great Saturday. Cold out here this morning. I'll be back and talk to you tomorrow.